What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cracker Hunters, Carolina Hitman.
I am Nubis.
Today we're continuing our Tournament of Terror, and we got a good one today. This one's going to be probably one of the best ones to talk about.
It's like the John Wick and Rama version.
Yeah, I agree.
But let's do a little explanation on this one. Why?
Yes.
One of the contestants has moved so far so quickly is because we honestly could not think of other characters.
Yeah, we really put all the major, well-known, good horror characters in this tournament.
And we had him going against the winner of Rawhead Rex and an undecided.
And we just could not figure out who we were going to do. And we also realized not a lot of people know who Rawhead Rex is.
Yeah, so might as well just go ahead and take him out.
Yeah, so what we did is just basically Leprechaun didn't technically get a bye because he still had to fight to get to where he's at.
Yeah, he had to fight one, Chucky.
Yeah.
But that was a little...
So, yeah.
That was a little what's the word? Chucky was overclassed.
Yeah, outclassed.
There you go.
And so we basically could not figure out someone to put in there. So we just like, you know what, screw it. We're just going to go ahead and just move Leprechaun. Yeah, and just move Leprechaun to his next slot. And I am glad we did that because here we are today.
We got probably one of the best matchups and the only probably character that could beat the fucking thing.
Yeah, so today we have Leprechaun going against John Carpenter's, the creature from John Carpenter's The Thing. Mm-hmm. So, We're
talking about the Warwick Davis Leprechaun.
Yes. So, anybody who's coming to this fresh, we just basically let our characters go. We don't have any rules. The only one we did have is for Nemesis, and we took away his rocket launcher and minigun. That's really the only thing.
That's it.
That's it. All right, so you ready to go?
I'm ready to talk about this character.
All right, so who do you want to go talk about first?
Let's talk about The Thing.
All right. So today we're going to talk about first the Thing from the movie John Carpenter's The Thing. This is one of the best designed creatures probably in movie history. And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'll give you that.
And the reason why is because the way it's designed makes him so dangerous. And because for him, what makes the Thing so dangerous is it's every part of its body it's a whole, but it can become a separate entity from the original part of it. So you chop an arm off, it can become another creature.
Another completely different. Well, it's almost the same creature, right?
It's weird because this is what makes it so dangerous.
Well, he can assimilate too.
He can
assimilate.
No, you're right. Assimilate.
He can just take over.
Yeah. Look, assimilate. You got it right the first time. Okay. Don't question yourself. Yeah, but that's what makes it so dangerous is because every part of its body is a whole. Like there's a scene in the Thing where they're killing the Thing by setting it on fire, and the head
crawls off,
drops off, and just sprouts legs and crawls off. So even as they're killing its body, it still turns into another creature to preserve itself and crawl off. That's how dangerous the Thing is, because you have to completely set it on fire and then let it sit there for a minute, for a long time to make sure every ounce of its body is destroyed.
Keep burning it.
Right.
Keep burning it. And we've also seen the Thing survive the Antarctic temperature.
Exactly.
So, I mean...
Cold does nothing to him. You can freeze him solid, thaw him out. You can freeze him solid 10,000, which is what happened in the Thing. Freeze him for 10,000 years in solid ice. And thaw it out,
come right back.
Come right out like nothing happened.
He didn't die.
Exactly.
He's basically immortal.
The only thing that can literally kill the Thing is fire. That's literally the only thing. And even then, you have to make sure you completely burn the entire body itself. You cannot.
You cannot let one cell live.
None at all.
Because it's got to be dust.
And if you let any cell live, it can infect something else, and there you go again. It's still right back. That's what really makes the Thing the hardest creature to kill in this tournament. You got anything else to add for the Thing?
He is cool looking.
That too.
So cool.
And let's not forget, the thing is extremely intelligent. What we forgot.
Yeah, it was building spaceships.
Exactly. That's one of the things.
Building spaceships out of garbage.
Right, and it was trapped. Like it had already taken over Blake, the doctor there.
Yeah.
And they had him in the shed.
Yeah, and it when it takes somebody over, it gains their knowledge too.
Right, and remember now, this thing is at least 10,000 years old.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really know its lifespan because it was frozen for so long.
Exactly. I mean, we don't. But I'm saying is that
honestly, that freezing thing doesn't really count because it can't really gain knowledge.
That's true.
Being frozen.
Right. Fair enough.
So,
but we don't know how old it was
before
that. But we do know it was flying in a ship.
It had a badass spaceship.
Yeah. So we know it's smart enough. Whether it's part of an entire species of things, or just that thing it was created and it infected another race of creatures and learned how to build a ship. So whenever it affects, like Anubis was saying, it assimilates their knowledge. So this thing has...
That might not even be its true form.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it could very well started off as just a worm.
That we don't even know now. If we don't know. I mean, it's just... the thing is that difficult to kill and that awesome of a creature.
Yeah, it's basically you have to burn it until it's ash.
Yes.
And then that's the only way to do it.
That's really it.
And you have to make sure everything that it has assimilated or spread off is in that fire.
Dead. There's a reason why McCready and all the rest of those guys just set the entire camp on fire at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
Because that was the only way for them to really be sure they destroyed it. But yeah, I love that movie, by the way. That's my favorite movie of all time.
They had to burn down everything.
When we say everything, they had to burn down everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So I don't have much to add more to the thing.
That's basically all there is for the
Really, that's really it. All right. So now we get to move on to Leprechaun.
Well, start off.
I'm gonna let him start off because the thing is my favorite. So I'm gonna let him start off on the Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun is probably one of the strongest characters in this tournament.
Yes, it is.
Besides, and I mean, yeah, he's a little guy. You know, you look at like Warwick Davis. He's not a really big guy, but that doesn't mean anything. He can still conjure magic.
Yes.
That's the whole fun about a leprechaun. He is driven by his magic and his gold. And if he has it, he is at his most powerful.
He's at his peak.
And you can't really even kill him neither. I mean, they tried to shove the 4-leaf clover down his mouth, and really all that did was kind of put him into hibernation.
Right.
And then he just fucking keeps coming back. Coming back.
Yep, and his main strength is his magic.
Yeah.
Like he can conjure anything.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the movies. He can conjure anything.
He can make a spinning blade, look like a really hot chick with boobs.
And make you want to put your face on there and
right in between it. Yeah. I mean, you know, so that's pretty brutal.
And I think a lot of people, man, just see, Leprechaun, his height.
He's just a little bitty guy.
Yeah, and don't realize just how powerful Leprechaun is. Because remember, he was in hibernation in that box for decades.
I would say at least, 30 years, I think it was. No, it was like 20 years.
I think it was like 20, yeah.
Still, I mean, how he mentioned how old he was, too. He's about 1,000 years old
Yeah,
himself,
so he's
like
old. So, man, and I don't know if you can actually kill him.
No, you can't, because in the newest movie that they just came out with, it was a sequel.
It was garbage, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it was good.
Yeah.
But we do get to see more of his power in it.
Right.
You know, and we see the power of him. He can be blown into a mush and come back.
Cool.
You just have really little leprechauns. And they all just grow back up and make him whole again.
Right.
So, I mean, you can't really fucking kill him. You can trap him in iron. But good luck with that. Because, I mean, he's got all of his magic powers. And you can kind of trap him or put him into hibernation. That's about as best you can do. You can't fucking kill this little bastard.
This is probably one of the most even matches we've had so far.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be difficult to decide who's going to win.
And, you know, we've also seen him being caught on fire.
Right.
And that didn't even fucking kill him. They burned him into nothing. and he still
What
came
movie
back.
was that in?
I think it was like the third one.
Third one?
And then we seen him in space.
Ugh.
I know. I know. We seen him go up against dudes in the hood.
Oh my goodness, man.
Ice-T.
Yeah. But man, the
yeah,
Leprechaun, his magic is some of the most powerful magic.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's up there with Krampus's magic.
yes, it is. It really is. Like those two, it'd be impossible to pick who'd win that one.
Yeah, that would
It'd
be.
be almost impossible. But today we're talking about the Thing.
I think this one though, it's more about how they're gonna work, how we're gonna work this magic into it.
Well,
Honestly, we don't even have to. It's just he's got the magic.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the magic. So
are you ready to debate?
Yeah, let's do this thing. Let's do this damn thing, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to debate time, everybody.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, do you think either one of these has an advantage?
Yeah. The Leprechaun has the advantage.
You think so?
Just because of the magic. And not only that, I think that he's got because he can regenerate too.
So can the Thing.
Yeah, the Thing can regenerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah.
The magic is really the only benefit.
I don't even think it's a benefit, but I don't think it's enough to.
Well, he can conjure fire.
He can, and have we seen him conjure fire?
Yeah, I think so. No, I don't think. I don't know, man. There's so many.
I don't know if
other
he can
movies.
conjure fire. Like we've seen him conjure weapons and stuff like that, but we've never seen him like conjure fire or instantly freeze anyone.
Well, he can make fire look like something the Thing would want.
But you got to remember, you don't know, like the Thing is an alien. It ain't. I mean, it's not because he knows what humans want. Let's be real.
Yeah.
He knows they're greedy. They're simple. Yeah, we are. But he knows what some of the things that would tempt us, especially for men.
Yeah.
He knows big breast and boob, big
And
breast.
ass.
TNA is our weakness, everybody. That's a man's kryptonite. So that's easy for him to do. But he's dealing with an alien from an entirely different world that crash landed here and knows nothing about.
Well, you would know the first thing that he would want is to get the fuck out of Antarctica.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the Antarctic is actually more of a setting for would be a benefit to Leprechaun because you got to think anywhere else on the face of this earth, you have insects, birds, reptiles,
People.
mammals. Everything anywhere else on the face of this earth would be a sizable disadvantage to Leprechaun because he could easily infect the simplest
The
thing.
bugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little flea. He could easily infect it and jump off.
Yeah, and next thing you know, a third of Europe is dead.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So to be honest with you, the Antarctic is the only place anyone even has a shot of a chance of beating the Thing. That's it. If it's anywhere else on the face of this earth, they are not going to beat the Thing.
Right.
Because it's impossible. Because it has so many things to infect.
Yeah, you're right. I give you that.
And because remember in the movie, that's why the Thing wanted out of Antarctica.
Exactly. So that would be the main thing. The Thing wants to get out of Antarctica or off planet or just anywhere. Besides
this is late. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this match based in, well, where you wanna, I mean.
Let's just do it in Antarctica.
Yeah, because that's where the Thing was found. We're gonna go with that because anywhere else would be a sizable disadvantage to any character in this.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really even matter because, the Leprechaun, if he's just kind of wandering around, that's where the rainbow ended and his gold was there.
Right,
that's where his
right.
ass is going to be.
But this is so tough because both of these have such huge advantages with their type of thing. Like I said, the Thing, any part of him is a weapon.
Well, any part of the Leprechaun could be a weapon too.
Exactly.
If he gets cut into pieces, he'll just grow little ones of him.
And like I said, that's what makes this so even and hard to decide because the only thing that Leprechaun has is the magic. And that's a sizable, I don't want to say advantage.
Well, he's got endurance and he's also got strength because he's pretty fucking strong for a little guy.
Right, but
I mean, you've seen him pogo on a dude's
again,
chest.
the Thing has strength and endurance too.
Well,
because shooting the Thing is going to do nothing. That's absolutely going to do nothing to him at all.
I think speed though goes to the Leprechaun because you've seen him catch up to a car on a bicycle.
I can give you the speed part, but what's the speed gonna do against the thing?
I mean, if you can get around him.
But what's it gonna do? How are you getting around him when every part of his body is another creature waiting? When there's really no getting around him
okay, you look at like
because he can turn his. You don't think the thing couldn't turn its head around?
I know, like a bird.
Yeah, not even just a bird, like an owl. Yeah, you don't think the thing can just turn his head like that on a swivel?
Well, I mean, I figured the leprechaun would be the one to use his magic to kind of conjure up something that the thing wants. And the thing wants to get the fuck off Antarctica.
But that would not. But see, even if
Leprechaun's probably not smart enough to figure that out, though.
I don't know, man. The Leprechaun's pretty smart.
Yeah, he's old too. So
Yeah,
he's got a lot of experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's probably like, man, I want to get the fuck off this.
This is man. I don't know who would. The only thing that even helps, that even makes this even, is Leprechaun's magical abilities. That's really it. Because he can conjure stuff out, from a distance. But the problem is, no matter what he cut up, that's really not doing anything to the thing. He can blow it up, shoot it, everything. The only thing that would even do anything, and we've never seen him actually conjure like fire.
You know what he could do though? He could set something on fire and then make it look like a person.
But again, the thing can go to it, realizes it's fire, he would just burn his hand. He wouldn't just walk right into it.
Well, then you got your telekinesis. He can, because we've seen Leprechaun use telekinesis where he picks shit up with his, his mind and stuff. He can use that telekinesis to move that fire all over him.
And that's true. I see. That's like I said. His magical abilities is what even makes this remotely close.
Right. No, I mean that's what it is. That's the only really thing that the Leprechaun has that's on the table is his magic, and he's going to have to use that to every advantage. And he can't use greed or anything like that like he usually does, because really all the thing wants to do is get the fuck off Antarctica.
And just replicate. That's it.
Replicate.
That's
it's
literally all it wants.
Assimilate. That's all it wants to do is
exactly.
Assimilate. Now the question is can the thing assimilate with Leprechaun?
Cool. Ugh, that's a scary thought. Why couldn't it? It can assimilate everything else. It's literally. You just gotta think now. This thing is from other worlds.
Other worlds,
and
yeah.
At the end of the thing, when this is actually a good point too. Well, when Kurt Russell throws that dynamite, you see all the creatures it's assimilated while it was on Earth, and you kind of get a chance to see what it actually looks like. So, but like I said, this is a hard one.
That's the real main question. Can the thing assimilate with Leprechaun? Because if it can, that means the thing has all the magic.
That's a good question.
But
we'll let you decide that. Because
honestly, I don't think he would be able to, because I think that Leprechaun would be able to stay away from him.
Oh yeah, the Leprechaun can keep distance.
Because distance would be his advantage.
That's key. Oh yeah,
that's the advantage.
He has to stay away. But the question is, would he know to stay like?
He never really gets close to anybody.
That's true. He does.
Well, yeah, but he knows that they're not going to be.
But he is easily trapped and tricked though. Because how did he get put in that box by that dude?
With gold. With one of his gold coins.
Man, that's true. So I
think it was the safe, the iron safe.
Yeah, he wanted that gold.
Yeah,
from that dude.
And now you're stuck, bitch.
And that's the thing. That's his weakness. His greed.
No, he just wants his fucking gold back.
Well, yeah.
Once he has his gold,
he's at his most powerful.
Yeah, he's at his top. He's at his peak.
This one's a little. This one's. Yeah.
Now the thing I don't think would know to take his gold away.
Remember now, whereas like I said, there's a lot of variables that come in, because if he assimilates anyone who wants that gold, he assimilates the knowledge that the person has. Mm-hmm. So, because remember, he perfectly replicates whatever it is.
But it's still the thing at heart.
But remember,
it's not driven by greed or anything.
No, he's not. But what I'm saying is, he's able to replicate so perfectly that he can fool whatever is around him. Yeah. Like these guys in that base. He had replicated those guys. He had all their knowledge.
But he makes mistakes too. The thing does make a mistake. I mean, it could be in the wrong. The earring could be in the wrong ear, man.
But again, that's only for someone who really knows the person it assimilates. That's the thing. Like that's the
I
only
don't know,
one.
dude. You see a dude with an earring in, I guess his right ear. You're like,
Well,
are you gay?
No one knows that. But what I'm
Bullshit.
saying,
That was a thing, man.
it was a thing back then. But what I'm saying is that the only people who realized that it was the wrong people were the ones who were closest to those people.
Right.
The average person is going to think it's a regular guy.
Yeah, with his earring and his
Is
right
there,
ear.
yeah. So I mean, this one.
He might be a gay guy. We don't know.
This one's a tough one for me.
It's a kind of a tough one for. I think it's going to be a tough one for everybody, man. Because it's tough for me.
Right? Because even with Leprechaun's magical abilities, we've
honestly,
never seen in the movies where he froze someone instantly, like froze solid, set someone on fire with his magic. I don't remember. If I'm wrong, please let me know so we can I can adjust my pick.
He can kind of manipulate the way that everything works.
That's it. But the thing,
he's magic. It's like I mean, he can kind of manipulate his own way of things. It's like,
and that's true. But the thing doesn't care about any of that. And like I said before, you have to set him on fire. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that kills him.
That almost seems like that would be easy.
It would. Well, if it was easy.
If you have fucking magic, I'm pretty sure it would be easy to set something on fire.
And even so, but remember, but in order to kill the thing, he would have to completely set its entire body completely engulfed in flames.
Right.
And we've never seen him do that. So we got it, because that's where we're going to base our knowledge off. He would have to completely set it on fire and not understand, because he would understand that if
all of it,
every single thing.
But Leprechaun doesn't have a problem with half-assing.
No, well, he does have a problem with that.
He does
toying and playing around. Yeah, he does.
He's kind of he's a fun-loving character.
Thing doesn't half-ass.
He's full-on murder.
He's full ass.
Assimilate.
Right.
Leprechaun's kind of just like, I want to enjoy every bit of this.
Right, and all the thing has to do is infect something, and remember now, the Leprechaun doesn't know that it can assimilate perfectly. And all it needs to do is assimilate something to get close enough to Leprechaun. That's all. A bird, a squirrel, whatever.
Well,
and then he's fucked.
You're not gonna. No, that just means that the thing can get away. It doesn't mean that Leprechaun's fucked.
All the squirrels got to do is crawl on them, because we see in the movie where that arm crawled up and dug into his arm and he couldn't remove it. Now it was part of him now.
Well, also
that's it.
Well, we did see where the Leprechaun could use his fucking dismembered limbs to fuck people up too.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is that once that attaches itself to him, it's going to start assuming that it can assimilate Leprechaun. That's it. Once a piece of the thing attaches to you, you're basically the thing from that point on.
I don't think that he'd be able to assimilate Leprechaun because it's such an ancient being.
But
he's an ancient being and he's got magic.
Just because he's an ancient being doesn't that mean.
And he's got magic. He's got like a magic protection barrier, I guess. If he has all of his gold, there's got to be. There's got to be something. It's like a cocoon, because they showed it in the latest movie, which sucked. We'll say it again. That movie did suck. In the latest movie, he kind of made like a cocoon and hibernated himself in the well.
But that's different from him being awoke, and he doesn't have a barrier, because you can still shoot him, it just doesn't hurt him.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying.
Kind of pisses him off a little.
It does, but like I said, all it takes is for a small little flea to land on him. It ain't got to bite him. Once it lands on him, it can just absorb. Yeah. That's it. That's what I said, man. This is a tough one, because there's both of them.
Honestly, I don't know. I want to say.
It's a tough. I know, man. It's tough. This one is one of the best ones I want to talk about. This because both of them have such stark contrasts far as their advantages.
Maybe we're looking at it different. Maybe we're looking at it wrong on this one being the match of the tournament, because there's another character that I can think of that the thing can't assimilate with.
Who? Well, the Terminator.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing can still destroy the Terminator.
I don't know if it's strong enough to, though.
What's the Terminator?
Anyway.
But again, okay, we're getting
way too far.
Yeah.
Ahead.
But
it's like anything organic. But I don't know if the Leprechaun's really organic.
That's the thing. That's where the variables. I would. It's still an ancient, even though it's an ancient being. It's still a being. It's still a creature.
It still has flesh.
Exactly. So it still technically could be a simulator.
Does it have flesh and blood though? Because I don't think, have we seen him bleed? It's like green, isn't it?
Something like that.
I don't know, man.
But again, remember now, the thing has been on other worlds and has had to have assimilated other creatures.
Yeah, but nothing with magic.
How do we know what's out there?
Oh, come on, man. You know, if it assimilates,
okay, first of all,
if it assimilated
you say
with
that.
magic.
You say that, but think about this. How can a creature, remember, that's why humans can't be put into cryostasis. Because when we freeze, our cells expand and burst.
Yeah, so but his just regenerate.
Hear me out. Just think about this. How can the thing survive 10,000 years frozen and still maintain cellular activity and come out just like it had never been frozen before?
Because it freezes and it puts the thing into hibernation.
But you're not getting what I'm saying. Its cells still don't expand and burst.
Well, ours don't. Ours contract.
No. When we freeze, we expand and burst. Our cells burst. Because remember, it expands.
Oh, blood expands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why we can't be put in a cryogenic stasis. So in order for the thing, how do we know it has assimilated something with some kind of damn magic to be able to survive 10,000 years?
Maybe it assimilated something that could survive the void of space.
We don't know exactly, but it had to have assimilated some creature at some point in its lifetime to be able to survive 10,000 years frozen solid and come out pissed off and ready to kill shit like nothing happened.
It's
I know this is yeah. So
I don't think that he could assimilate with the Leprechaun because of how he can.
But again,
I mean, could the thing assimilate wood?
Why couldn't it? It has cells on it.
It's living.
It's living. But remember, we don't know that because it was in the Antarctic.
There was wood in the fucking building.
Remember, cut down dead wood, firewood.
Well, I know that's what about rock?
The rocks don't have cells.
Well, petrified wood's basically a rock, but it's got cells in it.
But what I'm saying is, but why couldn't it though? You're absolutely right.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because in the Leprechaun in the Hood, they put the medallion back on the Leprechaun and he turned into a fucking, I can't remember if it's a rock or if it's petrified wood, but it turned him into a statue. That Ice-T kept him, you know.
All right, you know what? Let's end because we can keep going on and on.
On and
on. Let's end this debate time.
I don't know.
Our picks.
I can't decide.
We're going to move on to our picks of the week for this week, everybody. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, both of us, we're going to abstain from this week. We're leaving this decision up to you.
The bad thing is I really, really want to pick Leprechaun to win, but the thing is that Carolina has put out such good debates,
and that's the thing. I want to pick the thing. But again, you said some good things about Leprechaun to where, damn, these are good advantages. But this and that, and then this, and I can't fully just commit to.
Maybe y'all can.
That's what I'm saying. We're leaving this up to y'all this week. We're not even deciding because this shit right here is a very good matchup to decide with because both of these characters have some strong advantages for each one of them.
Well, you got the thing that can assimilate.
Right. And you got Leprechaun with magic.
Magic. That magic can conjure up.
And you have both of them that can separate from the original body and still be an individual.
You know what? You know what the thing is too that I just now thought of.
What?
You remember when he conjured up that woman in the blade? Mm-hmm. That was a woman that character wanted throughout the movie.
But again, remember,
which means he had to go into his mind and think.
But you remember, that's impossible for the thing because you have
so many
hundreds of thousands of millions of minds in that one body. You couldn't even do that.
See that? There you go. Yeah, there's.
I told you, this one, man. This one is so hard to pick because both of these things have such unique abilities to where. It's an even matchup because both have something to cancel out, but then something can come back and it's just we're letting y'all decide this shit. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done with this.
I can't do it.
Yeah, we're letting y'all decide. So let us know in the comment section, everybody, who do you think is gonna win this match, the Thing or the Leprechaun?
Yep. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear some serious debates in the comment section.
And I think, honestly, I think that y'all are going to pick the Thing.
No, I mean, no. For me, I think we're gonna have an even amount of people pick the Thing and Leprechaun. This is gonna be one of these ones
we'll see.
where we're going to flip a coin to decide at the end and decide who wins.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear y'all comments. Please leave some comments because I'm excited to see what you say that can sway our minds.
I'm ready for it.
This is a hard one. So everybody, sorry this one ran a little long, but this is fun. Yeah, this one I knew this was going to run long. But thanks for joining us, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification button to get notified of our future videos. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm an Oedipus.
Leave some comments. I'm excited to hear it. But we'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.